So just looking at some use cases, so I've genericized these. I've just got 6 different use cases that I'll go through, and they can be used in many different scenarios. So I've got a few scenarios, but you may have different use cases that these could apply to, and I'll kind of highlight a couple of them as we go. But if you take a very simple example to begin with, where you're looking, ultimately, you just want to store all your messages without somebody having to log into their inbox. You just want all of their messages as they come in to the inbox without a client having to go in and do anything. You want it to automatically store those messages in a central repository somewhere, in a SharePoint environment. So any messages coming into the inbox will automatically be stored as an EML file or an MSG file in the location. That's the scenario. So it could lead to basically what's in DocShifter terms is a very simple workflow, just a very linear workflow where we basically set some filtering. In this case, I'm not going to filter which messages should be processed. I want to process everything coming into the inbox. Then I'll see that if the message comes in, again, I'm just showing you what the message would look like. The mail client doesn't need to be open for this to take place. This just shows you what the message would look like. They receive a mail, it has text, it has attachments, etc. And the end result here is just that it automatically, without any intervention, kind of stores the EML file in the appropriate location in SharePoint. Simplest example, export everything to EML, store it somewhere centrally, fully automatically. Straightforward example. Take a little bit further if you want to just track the conversation that you're having, so the message body itself. Being able to take the message body, convert that to a standard format that anybody can read without needing a mail client, or whether it's Outlook or something to view the message itself, being able to view it from anywhere and kind of store all of those PDFs somewhere centrally, just a conversation, not the attachments, nothing but the message body. So we basically set some parameters to maybe filter it to say only do this if the messages come from certain locations. If they come from specific individuals or specific domains, then we should process them. Otherwise, you should just ignore them, the messages, and just leave them and not process them. So in this case, I'm saying only process the file if it's from certain domains. In this case, I then say I don't want to include the attachments. I just want the message body. So I just set some parameters. The message comes in. Again, nobody has to be involved in this. This is just to show you what the message looks like when it comes in. I have the message body. I have the attachments in my inbox, and that automatically gets converted to a PDF in the correct location. In this case, it's now just a folder on the network somewhere, a single PDF file that basically is just the conversation itself, just the message body. So I see that now as a PDF somewhere centrally stored as well. So if you're looking to track conversation only, you can use something as simple as that to do that. And again, fully automatic. In terms of if you take the opposite and say, I only want to track the attachments that have been included, not the message body, you could obviously do that as well. And just say, I want to monitor the inbox, maybe filter it, in this case, maybe by the subject and something in the subject itself, and then convert only the attachments and return, and using this example, maybe return the results back to whoever sent the email. So rather than storing it in a folder on a SharePoint, I'm basically going to take the message that comes in with attachments, convert them, each one of them to PDF, and send those PDF files back, if you like. So in this case, what I've got is a simple workflow again. In this case, maybe filtering by the subject, looking for certain keywords in the subject. If it contains any, in simple case, this is just a simple use case. I would then want to convert it to a specific type of PDF. And for those of you joining that are existing customers, you could ultimately create a fully compliant PDF using this. All of the parameters we have for PDF generation could be used here. So you could create a fully technically compliant submission-ready PDF and return the results via email without having to go through your repository, your typical life cycles as well. But the ultimate thing here is that you can create a controlled way of converting to PDF. So the spec of the PDF can be defined. And in this case, just showing you what the message would look like coming in. Message comes in, has an attachment with it. I want, in this case, to ignore the message body. So the reply message that I receive doesn't include the message body. It just includes just a brief message that I configured. And then the attachments, each attachment in PDF format. So in this case, I only had one. I could have 10 documents. Each one of them would now be a PDF, whether that's just a straight, simple PDF or a fully compliant PDF. It can be either. So each one of those now has a PDF generated or included in that email message. Of course, that could have been stored straight in a folder if you wanted as well. So that's just another use case. In the case, another one where maybe one that could be used for correspondence tracking somewhat as well is where you want to convert the message body, capture the conversation in a PDF, and then all of the attachments also get included in the PDF, but they get embedded as PDF attachments within the PDF body message, if you like. So I capture all the information in a single PDF. They're not merged into one PDF. There's one single PDF with the message, and each attachment is maybe converted to a standard format like PDF, but included as a PDF attachment as well. So in this case, what that means is we take the file, we filter it again, set some filtering options. We say, how do we want to treat those attachments? So in this case, I've said I want to convert each attachment to PDF. I want to transform them to PDF, and then I want to transpose them. I want to include them in the message PDF that's generated as well. So what that means is if the message comes in, and in this case, it's a message with 3 attachments, Word, Excel, whatever formats you need, the results will be one single PDF file is in this case returned via email or stored in your repository if you wanted. There's one PDF file created, returned, and that message, that PDF file itself, when I open it, has the email message body. So that's what I see in the PDF file, the message conversation. And in my PDF attachments, if I go to my PDF attachments there, I have each of the attachments to the original email has been converted to PDF and included as a embedded PDF attachment in the PDF file. So just another use case that can be extremely useful for things like correspondence tracking, where you want to capture all the info as well. Just one way of handling it.